Haircolor Confessional. And by the way, if you're watching this, please subscribe right now.
Yes.
Please like this episode because we know you'll like it before you even watch it. But we need you to do all the things, please. It'll help us out. And if you're watching us, why not?
Yes.
So today we have a great person with us. We're so excited, Mr. Brad Thompson.
Hello.
Woo! He is a performer, guitar player, and singer and songwriter in Fort Worth. And we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Brad.
Thank you.
We have so many questions to ask you.
So, okay, so you're married and you have kids, right?
Yes, that's right.
And how many kids do you have?
4 total.
Whoa!
And
right.
what are the ages, range?
20. All right, they're all about to have birthdays.
Okay.
So let's just say they've all, in 2 months, we'll have a 24-year-old, a 21-year-old,
Wow.
and 2 18-year-olds.
Nice.
3 boys, 1 girl.
Nice.
Good job.
So
Yeah,
they're
we did
all adults, pretty much almost.
They are. They're
Yeah.
adults, man. Yeah,
No more responsibility for them if they get in trouble.
that's right.
Right.
You're
so
18,
are
you're
you
on your
from
own.
Fort Worth? Are you from Grand Prairie or Dallas? Where are you from?
Yeah, born and raised in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Okay.
And then my parents, I have one sister. My parents, they brought us to Fort Worth our whole childhood. So many trips to the zoo and the museums and the botanic gardens and Casa Manana and all those things. And I fell in love with Fort Worth at a young age. And then by 98, moved here and bought a house in Arlington Heights, which I totally love.
That's where I live still.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, do
Yeah.
you?
So you've been here for a long time.
Yeah, I'm in love with that neighborhood, but the house was kind of small. And then with 4 kids, we moved out to Ridgely Hills.
Okay.
Okay.
Because there, the lots and the houses are
Yeah, a little
quite a
bigger.
bit larger. And I love Ridgely Hills, too. There's 2 lakes there. But I do have a soft spot for Arlington Heights, man. It was...
I know. I've been over there for about
Well, it's a
15
great-
years.
Yeah,
I love
it's a
it.
great area to raise your family.
Yeah.
We walked to Curly's to get custard.
I love that.
We'd walk to the Seals.
Right.
We'd walk to Kincaid's and get burgers. We were a bike ride away
Yeah.
from 3 world-class museums. A
Right.
bike ride away.
Yes.
It was
So
crazy.
I live on Birchman.
Oh, man.
So
we were
it's-
on Thomas Place.
So it's right there. It's like near there, yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we know you're a musician and a songwriter. Have you influenced your kids?
I think they all love music like crazy. We have a family Spotify account. It holds 6 people, so
Okay.
that's perfect. And so I get to see like the listening hours that my kids put in, or the whole family. It's crazy. So none of them are musicians per se, but we've had a drummer, we've had a percussionist, we've had a dancer, an actor, a guitar player.
Oh, I love that. So they do have creativity
Yeah.
in their
They're
blood.
artsy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any of them are like embracing the heck out of it, but they've definitely been into it. And like I said, they know so much music, from anything current, your Post Malones and that type of thing, to a bunch of fun, quirky, older stuff. Which
It's so crazy how kids find things online
I
to
love it.
listen to.
Well, and it's such a different world today because
Yeah.
you're streaming everything and
Yes.
finding your own music. And I know, like with my kids, they introduce every time they get in the car with me, they introduce me to new songwriters and different
Oh, yeah.
genres, and
a lot of it's very good.
and
Yeah.
it is really good.
I don't know
May
how
not
they
be your
find
cup of
it.
tea.
Yeah.
I don't know how they find all that. And my son was a DJ and
Oh,
for
cool.
years, and he still dabbles in that, making his own music and stuff. And I don't know how they find all the cool stuff.
Right, I
all
don't
the
either.
time.
I mean, at one point in time when growing up, I mean, you turn on the radio and then you hear your favorite artist. But now there's so many different ways to approach that.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so tell us a little bit about your back history. How did you become a musician? How did you get musically inclined?
Let's see. My family is very musical. I have an aunt and an uncle and 2 cousins that all play, all sing. My mom and dad both play and sing.
Oh, wow.
And so it was, and then we had friends and neighbors that also played. So from even a young age, that was already happening in our house. We had a piano, we had guitars laying around, we had everything. And so I was pretty young when my parents insisted that my sister and I pick an instrument, take lessons. And so I still remember Miss Debbie Bertrand taught me and my sister piano. We'd go to her house, and for 30 minutes, one of us would go in that room and have a piano lesson while the other one sat in the front of her house. Kind of a house like this, like furniture you didn't want to like break or stain.
Antique furniture that you're like, oh, I better do what this lady tells me to do, or else mom and dad are going to get mad at me.
Yeah, we're like 9, and you just have to sit there while your sibling is in there, like running scales. Then they'd be done. They'd come out, and you'd go back in. So we did piano for quite a while, which would help, with theory and reading.
Yeah, it helps with everything, yeah.
So did you do music in church as well?
Yeah, that was another thing that was always present. Mom sang in church and was a cantor, and led the music at the church we went to. And then when I was in the high school, they started like a Saturday night, like a youth service. This is in the 80s, so it was kind of like a new idea. And we just all grabbed guitars and tambourines, and there was a sweet couple that ran it and let us really experiment and help pick songs and arrange these songs at a young age.
Oh wow!
And so that was really neat. They were the couple was older than us, so they had the experience, but they still stepped back and let us run a service.
Nice. That's great.
While being like 15.
You learn a lot doing that.
Yeah, it was really cool, and so we got to see what it was like to rehearse stuff and lead people and
that's cool.
Try to perform. I mean, you think about how many musicians started out in church, the Whitney Houston.
It's
true. Oh, absolutely.
It's a thing.
Well, and it depends on, who inspires you. So who inspires you at such a young age, at 15, and you just keep progressing into your industry?
Oh, like artists? Like
yeah. Do you have one? I mean, obviously you do, but do you have one that you can think of on top of your mind?
Back then, it was like the stuff from the 70s singer-songwriter era, the Carole Kings, the Joni Mitchells,
love
the James
70s
Taylors,
music.
The Simon and Garfunkel's, Peter, Paul, and Mary,
Right.
Like any kind of thing like that would probably be more acoustic guitar oriented. These days, you've got like a Ray LaMontagne or somebody like that that's still kind of has that sound to me that I really love. So the singer-songwriter days were huge, really huge. John Denver.
Absolutely.
Okay, now you wrote your first song at 13, right?
Yeah, okay, you found that, yeah.
I did find that. And so how many songs have you written? Do you know? A million?
Who knows? As far as good ones, not that many, but I've written a ton of
I love
ones.
it. Well, not only that, about 2 years ago, you debuted your first album. Is that correct?
It was great I'd written a lot when I was younger, and then maybe slowed down a little bit, and then I was like, man, it's time to do another record.
Right.
And I talked to my record label, which is in Arlington, and they were on board. They've released every album that I've done, and I approached
Okay, so
them.
educate us. How many albums do you have?
I think it's
in your lifetime.
I think it's 6 or 7. I forget.
Okay.
But I think it's around there. And
that's quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. But they were supportive of us doing this, and it was the first time I made a vinyl record.
Okay.
We had never. It was always.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it was always like CDs or something.
Those are
like
cool.
that. And so to actually have a vinyl record was
That's
huge.
super cool.
Because there's something a little bit more prestigious about vinyl. Like, this better be good.
Oh, yeah.
Putting it on a record.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I think I had seen you I guess it was a couple years ago when you were debuting the album, the vinyl, and it was in Waxahachie. And that was a really cool venue, and you were just signing away.
Now, the Texas Theater is amazing. Like, holds 100-something people.
Okay.
It's on the square. They're really lovely people there, and that place is doing really well too. You can
tell. Well, Waxahachie's just growing and growing, so.
And they're bringing in some serious talent. Man, that place is really, really sweet.
That's
really
cool.
Sweet.
Well, I know that you also do Arlington or Levitt by Arlington in Arlington. That's a cool venue to do.
Man, the Levitt the Levitt and everything that they stand for is beyond just having music and festivals, free concerts. That place is about community and bringing the community together and reflecting the community, whatever the ethnicity is or the religion or the type of people. They do such a great job. If you look at their entire calendar, they have a spring and a fall calendar, a little break in the summer. It truly reflects the city of Arlington, which is very diverse.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear so much music there.
Right.
So the mission that they have, it's a national organization.
Okay.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, they're in several cities. And every one of the band shells that they have and the programming reflects that city, the history that they have, the people, the population there. It's really powerful, and that's why it's been so successful.
Wow.
They revitalize the cities that might need, a little bit more help getting some energy and activity going again, and that's what they did in Arlington.
Wow. Well, I'm talking about energy.
powerful.
You're all over the Metroplex. Not only are you in Arlington, you're in Grapevine, you're in Fort Worth, you're in Burleson. Is there any place that you haven't gone to that you would like to go to?
Back in the 90s, I used to travel out of state a lot, and that was super fun. Hard to pull off. These days, I kind of just stick to Texas.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I would fly out to something. Like we were talking earlier, there's a camp in North Carolina that I fly to every
Right.
summer.
I heard that you're
fun.
called Hot Rod. You have to tell us that story.
So, outside of Asheville, North Carolina, there's a children's oncology camp. It's called Camp Care, and I've been flying out there for 16 years. And you play for kids between, I think, ages 5 to 17. If they've had cancer or currently had cancer, they can come to the camp for free.
Nice.
And it's a full-on camp, like waterfront, boats,
Oh, that's so
zip
cool.
line,
Everything. Yeah, that's cool.
everything.
So, and I saw a video that you were climbing up this pole.
Yeah.
And they kept saying, "Go, Hot Rod, go, Hot
Oh, right.
Rod."
So I got a nickname the very first year I went there, 16 years ago. I walk in, we had like 2 extensive days of training, because there's a lot you've got to understand
Yeah.
before you do a whole week of this.
Right.
And after the training, we do a little pre-party before all the campers get there. It's loud, it's crazy. We're singing songs, we're eating pizza and everything. And one of the nurses there is asking me, "Who are you? Where are you from? What's your name?" And I'm like, "My name is Brad." And she's like, "Rod?" And I'm like, "No, Brad." She's like, "Rod?" I'm like, "No, Brad." She's like, "Okay, Rod." And she's decided then and there, your name is Rod. Let's call you Hot Rod. I'm like, "What?" And so, at camp, you can get a nickname like
Yeah,
that.
that's it. You got it.
And that's it. There are people that have been there the whole 16 years like me, and they do not know my real name. Like, I'll see them outside of
Yeah.
camp, and they're just like, "Hot
Hey,
Rod."
Hot
And I'm like, "We're out at a restaurant. You can call me." But they're like, "I don't know your real name."
Oh,
That's
that's so funny. So you devote 1 week of your time
Yeah.
to this nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
And you sing and
It's-
do your devotion and
It's craziness. Yeah, like we'll have music after meals. And I mean, we get going, and the songs are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're so.
What are the ages of the kids?
I think the youngest you can be is around 5.
Okay.
And then you age out around 17.
Okay.
okay.
Then after that, they require you to stay away from camp for 1 year. Then you can return as a counselor.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
cool.
super cool.
Yeah, because now you've changed.
Yeah.
And you need to realize that you're more of a mentor and
Right.
a counselor to these
Right.
kids.
Yes.
And what an
It's-
impact on those kids.
And I'd say most of the counselors are former campers, so they get it.
Yeah.
And we have a talent show on Thursday night, and you see
So fun.
everything, gymnastics, people
So fun.
rapping, whatever. Yeah, and just the music after dinner. It's like, if you know the band Trout Fishing in America, it's stuff like that. It's silly songs, and there's a lot of action and moving around, and I mean, we'll put on costumes.
Oh, wow.
That is so
It's
fun.
it's the goofiest, best time you've ever had. You sleep really good because you're going all
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I've heard you
Well,
did adventures like to go sing songs.
Do what?
Adventures like flying anywhere for your friends to sing for them or for a wedding or whatever.
Oh yeah, right. I have gone to I've flown to Napa to play.
What's
a
the
wedding.
craziest thing you've done like to go sing music?
The one that was really good was I flew to Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico is so beautiful. I had no idea.
I haven't been there. We've got to go.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
It's on our bucket list.
The
Add
husband.
that to the list.
Yeah, y'all
Right?
should do a show down there. So the
We might not come
husband-
back.
Yeah, the food. Oh my gosh. The husband wanted to surprise his wife. They were getting married on the beach in Puerto Rico, and so he flies me down, and she does not know that all their friends, all their family, they're all staying at the same hotel. I have to be hidden in another hotel. So I'm just hanging out in Puerto Rico, quarantined,
By yourself.
essentially. So I made my way into the old town and had some food and try to figure out stuff. And then finally on the beach, they're out there, and as soon as they say their vows and everything, I'm behind this wall, and I just pop out with my guitar.
Oh, I love it.
And I start singing their favorite song. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. That's so embarrassing. And it scares the bejeebus out of her. She had no idea. She's like, "What are you doing here?" So it was super fun. So yeah, I surprised.
That is fun.
Oh,
That
it's-
is fun. Were you
That's
jumping on tables?
awesome.
Yeah, and that's what I do.
I know.
And I
We've seen
went-
you many times.
And we went back and I played the reception that
Aw.
night. It was like a little bar on the beach,
Yeah.
and it was perfect.
Oh, I just love that.
That's cool. That's
So
great.
perfect. And it was great to not be hidden anymore, hiding out in your hotel room trying to
Right.
avoid them. So,
Okay. I
was
heard
neat.
you can rap some Hamilton.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When that came out, our kids were so into that. They were into theater, and I mean it's a powerful musical.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can you do a few lines?
You want me to? Okay, my mouth is super dry. Oh my gosh. Okay, gum. I'll put my gum next
Go
to
ahead.
yours.
Go ahead. There you go. All right.
That's nasty. That's your mug. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
I
Brad
might need some
Thompson
water.
germs. We're good.
I might need some water. Let's see how this goes. It's that I'ma get the scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains and no polish. I got to holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal. Try to reach my goal, my power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden, every
Love it.
disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name.
Woo!
Alexander Hamilton. There's more, but man, that's
I'm so
I need to be
impressed.
standing
That's
up.
so good.
I know.
You put me on the spot.
I
Did
know.
put you on the
Appreciate it, though.
spot. I love
That's
it.
so good. That's awesome. Okay. Another thing I read in your little bio thing was that you like Galaga. That's one of my favorite.
Come on.
That's one of my
80s.
favorite games. I mean, and I'm good at it too.
Excellent.
I can
Let's
be
go.
there going for a while.
I go to my arm hurts.
Yeah.
Your little fire button until
Where's
that
your favorite place to play those kind of games?
These days, well, I have a little mini one at the house. The kids got me.
Oh, I mean, like
So-
going somewhere, like a real one.
Oh, what's that one off of Barry? Have y'all been there?
I haven't been there. I used to love Barcadia, but then
Yeah.
they closed that, and I was like, dang, I
Yeah.
love that place.
Yeah, I haven't been to this new one, but it's got several rooms full of those games. And
Okay.
It's right there at Barry. And,
I'm gonna have to go there. I love those old video games.
Aw.
I could play forever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You run
Dig
out of quarters.
Dug, Pac-Man. What else? Galaga.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Oh, I love Space
Asteroids.
Invaders. And I like Pac-Man.
Asteroids. Yeah.
Joust.
Yeah, Joust. Frogger.
Frogger.
yeah.
Remember Frogger?
The
Donkey
big-
Kong.
Yeah, hanging out in the mall.
Dig
playing
Dug.
Yeah.
So many of those.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so your upcoming events that you're going to do, you've got a nonprofit, you got a charity event at
yeah.
your high school
Yes, thank you for
in
bringing that up.
Dallas.
Yeah, Thursday, March 21st. I went to a private school in Oak Cliff called Bishop Dunn Catholic School. It was high school when I went. I think it's a much larger school now. And this is their first annual gala of this type for a fundraiser. They're going to have it at the Kessler, which, if y'all know,
Nice.
is a beautiful,
Nice,
beautiful room in Oak Cliff. And they've asked our band to play. There's another band called Behan that's going to play. It's a Celtic group, and I've known their family for a long time, so that's really fun. But yeah, we're going to play the Kessler, raise some money. It is open to the public. It's not just
Okay.
Cool.
yeah, it's not just open to alums or anything.
Okay.
So that's pretty.
So
neat.
would we go on to your website or would we go on to your social media? How can we find out more information?
That's the best way. Is my website has a ticket link.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can, there's a discount running right now where you can get like 10-15% off of your ticket, I
Tell
think.
people your website.
Yeah. Do what?
Tell people your website.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right. Brad
BradThompson.com.
Okay.
Yeah. And it'll, ballet, food, drink tickets.
Oh, that sounds
That's
like fun.
super cool.
Maybe we should go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to crash a party.
Y'all should. And it's Craig Miller from the ticket, is a Bishop Dunn
Okay.
alum, and he is an MC that night.
Hey, anything to raise money.
Yeah. Yeah, we're there for that.
It's really neat. My family's gonna come. My sister went to that school too, so she's gonna be there. So really excited about that. And of course, you kind of hopefully get to see some of your friends from high school that I haven't seen in a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Class of '87. Let's go.
I
Let's
know.
talk about hair products real quick.
Okay.
So you
That's
tell
really why we're here.
Yeah. Well, no, not
Well,
really.
you've got
but-
fabulous hair, right?
You have fabulous
Thank you.
hair.
So, what are you putting in your hair
Yeah.
to make it, to enhance the curls and to give the volume and?
First of all, during COVID, I quit coloring it.
Okay.
If we're
It
really
looks good.
If we're really gonna do some confessing around here.
But,
Yeah.
and that's the thing is, like, guys can always just let their gray grow out, and they always usually look better.
Yeah.
But
than
it's so
when they
much
try
more
to color
attractive, I think,
it. For men, yes.
for men.
I took
Not
way
for
too
women,
long.
but for men.
Yeah, for men. Let's clarify that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not for women,
I
but
color
for
my
men.
hair every
Men
2
can
weeks,
get away.
so,
yeah,
yeah.
men can get away with that, and it always looks better.
I
think
should have done
so.
this way earlier.
Yeah.
But COVID, you're trapped inside.
Yeah.
I cut it all the way down to the roots. And then we're just like every day, like, here it comes. How awful is this going to be? And then it starts growing out, and you're like,
It's not that bad.
oh, it's got like a silvery black thing going on.
I like it.
So
Do you use a pomade or use a mousse or a gel?
it is. So I got my hair cut at, do y'all know that place called Shampoo by Uncle Julio's?
it's on
on
Canterbury.
Canterbury? The very boutique-y.
Uh-huh.
Those people, when I don't go there anymore really, but when I did go there, they recommended Divines or Divines, and it's some sort of cream.
Okay.
And
Like a leave-in styler.
yeah, like kind of a mild hold.
Okay.
Okay.
And the thing was, the smell of that stuff
So good.
is addictive.
Oh,
Like,
I have to try
If
it.
you think Aveda smells good,
Yeah,
you know,
they do smell good.
and I'm gonna say it, this is
Better.
and Aveda smells.
And a little bit
amazing.
goes a long ways.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it ain't cheap. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so you emulsify it in your hands and then you just scrunch it in there and let it air dry.
And that's all you do?
Yeah. And actually, I don't use that anymore. By the way,
But that is one of your favorite
That
products.
is one of your favorite products.
I've got that handy. And then,
Well, you were talking about earlier, Bumble and Bumble, I believe.
yeah. So then I
Right?
got my hair cut at that boardroom place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're real cool. And they suggested the Bumble and Bumble, which I
Okay.
hadn't heard of before.
And that's what you're using now?
Yeah, and I forget which one. They got a million products, but it's kind of like a mild hold, still sort of like a cream,
Okay.
and it's really like powerful, like concentrated. I don't.
Well,
need
you've
much
got great hair, so anything to enhance your great hair.
just to pick it up a little
The
bit.
curls.
Right.
The
Just to
curls.
give
So
it a
that-
little bit more hold.
I think the Bumble and Bumble works better, but does not smell like that Divines or that Divines. That
Yeah.
stuff smells so good. It's
So,
amazing.
okay, I brought
do you
the
have?
Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray, finished medium, and Moroccan Oil stuff smells so good.
Oh, I want to
Oh,
smell
I've
it.
got
their
to
stuff.
smell
I
it
don't
because you
know.
know I'm all about hair product.
How do you smell it? Just okay.
Well, you'll be able to smell it here in a second. She's got it. Okay.
We just apply it right here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, hey, let's fluff.
I mean, did you smell it?
Let-
Can you smell it?
Oh, I'm getting it now. Okay, yeah, hit me again. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
beachy.
Nice. It's
I love the
light.
beachy smell.
Oh yeah, beachy.
It gives it a shine, and yeah, it's pretty good. I've got the whole line.
And what did you bring?
Oh, I've got
I should have brought my.
a curling
It's okay.
iron, and I believe it's like a 1 inch. So this is from
looks
Chi.
like-
It's called Orbit, and you plug it in. And it's got what do you call it?
A heat adjuster.
A heater adjuster that goes to like 410.
Thermostat.
Yep. And so it's pretty cool. And then you can take these off too, and
Got
then adjust
different-
the sizes.
Oh, okay. It's got
So,
different
yeah,
attachments.
the cord's really long, and so this is what I've been using for the last couple of weeks to curl my hair, and it seems like it lasts for a long time.
Auto
awesome.
shut off.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I think they're making more things with auto shut off.
Yeah,
it's
shut
got
off
this kind
of
because
ceramic
people
tile,
just
too.
don't pay attention.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
have any experience with those, but I mean,
Well, I'm always trying new gadgets on my hair, and I'm always trying to figure out, like, okay, what, if it'll last or not last, or, so
Sure.
I don't know.
So the next
Life of a
event is the one.
hairstylist.
Yes, right. The next event you have coming up is the one we just talked about, right?
that would be my next large event.
Okay.
With my band.
Okay.
But I do a lot of like solo stuff
Mm-hmm.
as well. And the next one of those coming up that's open to the public is at the Tix Whiskey Ranch down
Okay.
there in Southeast Fort Worth.
Yeah, that's fun. I love that place.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a cool place.
The grounds are
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
Right.
The entire staff is amazing. The whiskey is great.
Yeah, I was going to say, the whiskey's not bad either.
Yeah, it's really great.
They've got great cocktails.
Oh yeah.
And everything they make has TX on it, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the branding, is
Their branding's pretty cool.
Yeah.
it's so well done.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us
Yes.
today. Look right there and tell everybody how to find you on social media.
Okay. I guess the bradthompson.com is still the best way on my website. From there, I have links to Facebook and Instagram, and I think my YouTube channel is quite interesting. After you've watched a few
Yes.
of these episodes,
Oh, I had so much fun scrolling down it and looking at your Christian music and looking at all the other different kinds of music that you create. You're phenomenal.
we've done. Well, thank you. We've done about 100 videos. It's Brad Thompson Music on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
And I've been able to get a lot of my friend musicians to join me. So there's a bunch of super talented people singing or playing with me in there. It's kind of a celebration of all the people that I know, even some that aren't nearby, because they could video their part and send it to me without having to make the drive.
Oh, yeah.
To Fort Worth.
Yeah,
So,
your videos are great.
Oh, they're so much fun. They're a ton of work, as y'all know.
Right,
A
right.
ton of work.
Oh, it's very entertaining, and obviously, you guys know what you're doing, so it's beautiful music.
Well, thank you. We appear to know what we're doing somehow. So
Yes, absolutely. Well, congratulations, and thank you so much for coming on.
y'all are such good hosts.
Did you want to sing? Did you want to sing with your guitar with us today, or do you want to?
Oh, I
Is
guess
the Hamilton good?
the Hamilton really.
Oh.
I thought that was great.
Yes, that is great.
I'm satisfied with that.
Nobody else has that. Just us.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
We're the only ones that have Brad Thompson singing Hamilton. You guys, you have to
I know.
like and
Well
share.
done. Well done.
Yes, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
so
on our
much
show.
for coming on our show.
Yes.
All right, and I'm Angela.
I'm Christine.
Thanks for watching us. Bye.